Good day, I'm Samantha Allen and this is your GIS News for December 6. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller has assured the country that there will be no debt obligation to China Harbour Engineering Company for the construction of the North-South Highway. Speaking Wednesday at the commencement ceremony of the North-South leg of the highway, Mrs. Simpson Miller said this was simply an investment in the country.
There are no loans being borrowed by the government of Jamaica from the People's Republic of China. Over the period of the concession, China Harbour will repay the government of Jamaica the amount that the GOJ has expended to date on this section, which is approximately US $120 million.
China Harbour executive Zhong Dong Tang says the company has no ulterior motive, explaining that the investment is part of a global thrust to help countries improve their infrastructure. China Harbour will construct the 66-kilometer highway over a 3-year period at a cost of $610 million. The full length of the highway will span from Caymanas in St. Catherine to Ocho Rios in St. Anne. The work will be completed in 3 phases and will involve completing the Mount Russell bypass by March 2014. While the Caymanas to Linstead roadway and the Monique to Ocho Rios legs should both be completed by 2015. The Education Ministry is on track to meet its target of 100% mastery in the Grade 4 literacy test by 2015. While making that pronouncement Tuesday, the Portfolio Minister cautioned that this did not include the total student body at this level, as there were some who were facing challenges that demanded further intervention.
This target translates to 85% of the Educable Grade 4 cohort achieving mastery by 2015. It is estimated that about 15% of the Grade 4 cohort suffer from educational challenges of one sort or another, which take them out of the mainstream of preparation for this examination.
Minister Thwaites was making a report to Parliament on the 2012 Grade 4 literacy test, which showed a 3% increase over last year's results. 72% of students who sat the test in June achieved mastery, compared to 69% in 2011. The Education Minister said he expected the overall percentage to increase after the results from this Wednesday's second sitting of the exam are assessed. A Memorandum of Understanding MOU has been signed by 3 public sector entities to facilitate the renovation of the Lathbury Barracks at Up-Park Camp. The National Housing Trust, National Land Agency and the Jamaica Defence Force are signatories to the MOU. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller says the agreement allows the NHT to buy government lands from the Commission of Lands for approximately $1.69 billion.
These lands will form part of NHT's property holdings to be used for future housing developments. The JDF will use the proceeds of the sale through Ministry of Finance to fund the redevelopment of the Lathbury Barracks at Up-Park Camp.
The engineering regimen of the JDF will be in charge of the management and construction of the project, which will include dormitory and office buildings, as well as buildings for regular and senior officers. $32 million has been disbursed to begin the work. And finally, the Mount Alvernia Preparatory School's Tony Ann Williams beat 84 of her peers to win the 2012 JIS Heritage Essay Competition. For her winning essay on the topic, 50 years later, do we still need national heroes? Tony Ann also took the sectional prizes for Best Entry in the 11-year-old category, Best Researched Entry, and Most Creative Entry. She collected her trophy, cash, and other prizes at the awards ceremony held at King's House on Wednesday. The 2012 competition was one of the JIS's many events to mark Jamaica's Golden Jubilee, and keynote speaker Governor General Sir Patrick Allen congratulated the agency for its foresight.
This is important as it is at the primary and or prep school level that we have to start engaging our young people's mind and to build a sense of loyalty and patriotism in our children.
This essay competition is one of the agency's outreach activities in keeping with our corporate social responsibility mandate. We also wanted our children to turn to the JIS and our website for national information, which would assist in completing assignments related to our history and culture.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Samantha Allen. Thanks for watching.